A macro-inspired crypto flash crash has got us talking today. Welcome to the Daily Forkast, January 6th, 2022. I'm Angie Lau, Editor-in-Chief of Forecast News, covering all things blockchain. Well, crypto prices were dragged down alongside a sharp fall in global markets after the Fed signaled it may raise rates sooner than expected. We're going to take a look at the market action and a whole lot more coming up. Let's get you up to speed from Asia to the world. First up, riots in Kazakhstan over fuel prices have led to the government resigning and the main telecommunications company, Kazakh Telecom, shutting off internet access nationwide on Wednesday. And that hit the nation's mining sector, with data from BTC.com showing that hash rates at mining pools including Antpool, Poolin and Binance Pool fell by 10%. However, Chinese rig maker Canaan, which has over 10,000 mining machines deployed in Kazakhstan, told Forecast News its operations remain normal. But the founder of local miner Xive tweeted that no internet means no mining. According to the network tracking service NetBlocks, service was partially restored at one point, but blacked out again on Thursday morning. Over in China, add food delivery to the growing list of ways to spend e-CNY. Meituan, a Chinese e-shopping platform which has a market share of about 60 to 70% in mainland China, is now accepting the digital currency for payments. Now, users must first link their sub-wallet to Meituan in the e-CNY app. Then they can make an order as any other kind of payment, just selecting pay with e-CNY. Check out how this e-CNY user ordered lunch today. Around 50 online platforms now accepting digital yuan payments for everything from shopping and transportation to lifestyle and entertainment. This is just one step closer to mass use of the e-CNY. You can find those stories and a whole lot more at forecast.news. Well, global markets were sent reeling by a hawkish Fed signaling it may hike rates earlier than anticipated. And crypto was no exception, with most major tokens falling at least 6% into Thursday morning Asia time, and Solana and Terra losing close to 11% within 24 hours. Forecast News' Lachlan Keller has more.
Minutes from the Federal Reserve's December meeting suggest that interest rate increases could be brought forward due to the strengthening economy. One expert told Forecast News investors were spooked, as that means the easy money environment of the past 2 to 3 years may be coming to an end. However, it's not all bad news.
The silver lining for me personally is that I think it's actually positive for crypto long term. It essentially says crypto markets aren't this small, isolated asset that large investors aren't preoccupied with, but rather it has become something that large funds, large investors are looking at or invested in.
More than $800 million was liquidated from crypto markets in just 24 hours, though that rate appeared to be slowing down Thursday afternoon Asia time, according to data from Cryptometer. And Donovan says he's cautiously optimistic that the worst of the liquidations are now behind us in the short term, with the crash happening in reaction to macro market action rather than market manipulators or whales trying to push prices down. For Forecast News, I'm Lachlan Keller.
So what does a brand new year have in store for the new economy? Will we see crypto assets venture into uncharted territory? Or will world events take their toll on digital currencies? In the hot seat, Michael Wu, CEO and founder of Amber Group, joins us once again to answer these questions. Great to see you, Michael.
Great to see you, Angie, and Happy New Year to everyone.
Well, Michael, Bitcoin faced a lot of heat in the last month. Some say we could see a sharp decline from these levels, but others, like the El Salvadorian president, are expecting the coin to hit 100,000 this year. What's your sense?
I'm perpetually bullish on Bitcoin and the new digital economy over the long run. More specifically to this year, I think one thing for sure is we're going to see some volatility. As you said, the price has been stuck around here for some time. It's sort of seeking a new direction. Is it going to break a new high above the 60,000 mark, or it's going to dive lower along with macro factors such as the potential, the tapering, the back to normal hopefully, and the inflation that we are dealing with. So I think volatility is actually not a bad thing for the market at all, as long as risks are properly managed. I do think if we do see some some volatility in the crypto asset early on this year that might set it up well for another big bull run in the later half of the year.
And so if that's the situation as you see it, it could mean that 2022 could be the year of mass market adoption of crypto products. I mean, we've heard from NYDIG, which recently raised over $1 billion US. They expect 1,000 banks and retailers to sell crypto-related products through them. And these are kind of pretty big numbers. Do you think we're going to see massive mainstream adoption for this year?
I do think crypto is going beyond that, just this niche user base of traders, speculators, or engineers. I think with products like Wealthing, which we launched at the end of 2021, are targeting to make crypto or crypto-enabled financial services more inclusive to the mass market users, so that without too much knowledge, without being too sophisticated at crypto or finance, they can still enjoy the long-term benefits of the asset and of the technology. In the institutional land, I think we have seen a lot of ongoing adoption since mid-2020. I don't think that trend will stop or reverse at all.
Well, before we let you go, very quickly, Fed is unwinding and it's been discussed extensively. Do you think that this macro event is going to really extend what we're going to see in 2022?
I certainly think it will play a major impact on all asset classes, including crypto. If you look at the old gold before the digital gold, gold prices has been sideways for a year. Bitcoin prices has completely decoupled from gold prices. Now, if Fed does start to taper and there's a interest rate normalization expectation, I think there could be again an initial convergence of the two assets, and then over time, of course, if volatility does increase, I think actually Bitcoin potentially can act more like a risk haven assets again, similar to gold, versus right now as it stands, it probably trades more like a risk asset that correlates more with equities and the like.
Well, safety haven or risk, whatever it is shaping up to be one interesting year ahead for the new economy. Michael, thanks a lot. And that's the Daily Forecast from our vantage point right here in Asia. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that alert button. We are always trying to do better and reach more of you, so we appreciate it always. For more, visit forecast.news. I'm Editor-in-Chief Angie Lau. Until the next time.